Hello everyone, I am Lee Shinan, a Huawei instructor. In the last session, we discussed the method of upgrading WLAN. In this session, I will demonstrate on actual devices how to upgrade WLAN's AC and AP devices. First, let me introduce our network setup. This topology is a basic network setup. Our AC is connected to our PC. The PC can connect to the AC via an Ethernet port or through a console port. In our actual network diagram used this time, the PC and AC are interconnected at layer 3. That is, as long as we can ping the IP of the AC, we can configure to allow the PC to log into the AC. Using FTP, upload the upgrade package to the AC. Let's continue to see here is our experimental plan. The AC needs some basic configurations. These basic configurations are for upgrading AP through AC mode. We have already configured these in previous setups. I won't go into detail here. Now let's look at the specific experimental steps. First is to configure network interoperability. This network interoperability involves ensuring that the AC and PC can ping each other. If so, it means our network is connected. These configurations can be set up according to our experimental guide. Then, in the next session, you can try this yourself using a simulator. So, here, I won't go into detail about the configuration of interoperability between AC and AP. This lesson focuses on the upgrade of AC and AP. First is the upgrade of the AC. If the AC needs to be upgraded, the first step is to place the upgrade file onto the AC. How do we do that? We need to use the FTP protocol to transfer the upgrade package to the AC. First, we can check on the AC the current version of our AC. Use display version to check. This is the AC model, Engine 9700M. The version is V2002019C00SPC300. Now that we have the latest version, we can upload the file to our AC. Since we want to upload, we first need to configure FTP. In our experimental guide, we use the PC as the FTP server and the AC as our client device. In this case, our PC needs specific software that it can interface with the AC. Actually, there is another method, which is to make the AC the server and use the PC as the client. In this way, we can also upload the upgrade software to the AC. But our PC does not need to download specific FTP software. Let's take a look at this method. If you want to use the AC as a server, you need to enable the FTP service on the AC. I have already set up the FTP service on this device. Let me show you. We'll see what commands we've used. Firstly, here in global mode, we need to configure FTP server enable. This allows our AC to be set as an FTP server. But if we want to log into the AC, additional settings are needed. That is, setting up a user in 3A. Then this user is enabled for FTP service. Let's see how it's set up. Enter the 3A configuration interface. Then we use display this to take a look. You can see here we have a user. Local user. The username is admin. Then we set a password. We also set the user level. This has been covered in previous lessons. So what's the next step? We need to set the service type for this user. In the service types, we need to enable the services we need. So we have enabled many services for this user. Among them, FTP has been enabled after activating FTP. We also need to set the FTP directory. This directory is under Flash. Thus, the AC can act as an FTP server, allowing our PC to log in. Now let's try logging into the AC from the PC. This is our PC. First, we need to enter the command line interface, this CMD interface. On our PC, everyone can find this application. Once inside the interface, first we can try to ping the FTP server, which is our AC. Our address is 172.2.1.42.15, it can be pinged. Now let's try. to FTP login to these devices. Everyone please note. You can see now in our interface, we are under the E directory, that is, on our hard drive, under the root directory of drive E. Why in this root directory? Because our software upgrade package is located in the root directory of drive E, so my operation is under the root directory of drive E. If we want to change the directory, it's simple. For example, if we want to switch to the D drive, just type D, then a colon, and it's switched. Now let's switch back to the E drive. We've switched back to the E drive now. Next, we proceed to FTP login. FTP 172.2.1.4.2.15. Now, let's enter the username, then enter the password. Now it prompts us user logged in, which means login was successful. So now we have successfully logged on to the AC. We can take a look at what files are stored on the AC. Use the command dir. This is what we have in the root directory of the AC, also known as the flash directory. You can see the files that exist, including some previously uploaded upgrade packages. Now we are going to upload a new upgrade package. How do we go about this? Use the command put. We need to copy the name of the upgrade package and paste it here. Then next, hit enter. Now it begins uploading. We need to wait a moment. The transfer is now complete. We can see that our software package used 97.35%. Next, we can start the upgrade process. After the transfer, we can use the buy command to exit FTP. Now, we can go back to our command line interface. Next, we can start to upgrade our AC. Of course, we can also confirm here again that our data package has been uploaded. Look here, it's the latest upgrade package we just uploaded. Next, let's see how to configure the upgrade. First, display startup. We can see that currently, the system we are starting uses this version. And the next time we start, it will use the same version. So here, we need to make a change. We need to change the next startup to the latest version. Let's proceed with the operation. First, we need to copy our file. Confirm. Now let's start verifying our file. File verification successful. Next, we need to save. Now we can upgrade the system. Use the reboot command, confirm. Here we can see now boot from our latest software version. Now the upgrade is complete. Let's check the version. See now our version has changed to V200R020 C00 SPC200. Now, our AC has been successfully upgraded. After the upgrade, let's check again if the AP is still online normally. Our AP is online normally. Although their versions are different, but since our AC version is backward compatible, it's okay that the versions are older. It is normally online. After the AC upgrade is complete, we will next upgrade the AP. Here, we can first set the AP to an unauthenticated state. Next step, we need to change the AP's upgrade mode to AC mode. After upgrading the AC, we then import the latest AP upgrade file into the system. Using the put command again, we start importing. Now the import is successful. Exit FTP. Now we have uploaded the upgrade package to the AC. Now let's check the upgrade package. We have now found the upgrade package, which is this 5760.10. Our version is not 807. Let's check again. The version we are using now, is 803 and 501, not 807. Next, let's upgrade the AP. First, change the AP's upgrade mode to AC mode. Confirm. It's already changed. Now, we will proceed to upgrade the AP. We can directly copy the name, paste it here, then ask again. We still need to enter the AP type. Our AP type, we can directly check it here. So, our corresponding model, because the type should be 115, just enter 115, then ask once more. Now you can just hit enter. After confirmation, the AP starts to upgrade. We need to go through several confirmations during the process. After the operation is completed, we restart the AP. Next, let's do another check. Checking the AP. Now let's see the status of the AP. The status of the AP has become download. This means that our AP is now starting to upgrade. We can also check again the status of the upgrade. It's now upgraded to 13%. Now we can see one AP has completed the upgrade. The upgrade was successful, and it is now automatically rebooting. Another one is at 99%. Now both APs have been successfully upgraded. So let's wait a moment. After the APs restart, we will see if the APs can come online normally. It now shows that one has come online. We can first check the version of the AP that has come online. The AP that has come online has been upgraded to the latest SPC 807. Its status is normal. Now we can see that the second AP has also come online normally. Its status is normal. Let's check whether it has been assigned an IP address normally. Now we can see that both IPs have come online normally. So this is the upgrade process for our AC and AP. Thank you, everyone.